So sometimes on this channel, I like to take the opportunity to shine a light on games that were overlooked or underpraised or generally missed by the greater population. You know, games that deserve a bit of a leg up, and even though I'm not exactly the biggest channel in the world for doing that, it's still nice to at least do some amount of deep diving around here. But other times other times I just want to finally get around to playing the 2019 Game Awards Game of the Year, because this is quite possibly the most praised game at the time. I like a narrative heavy game, and honestly, it's just looks super. I mean, just this title screen, man. Look at it. Look at that fucking like that painted background. It's fucking gorgeous. And from what I understand, and I've managed to somehow keep myself completely free of spoilers in my various bits of this game I have seen. But from what I understand, it does have a very, very good story. So why don't we just go experience it? Eh? Why don't we just get on with it? New game. Fuck it. Okay, select archetype. Can be a thinker, a sensitive, or a physical, but I see a create my own option here. And you know what? Fuck you, that's what I'm doing. I know nothing about this game, I don't know what any of these stats are, but I do see a terrible stat. Oh, right, no, I'm being an idiot. Intellect, psyche, physique, and motorics. Motorics? Is that a word? Those are my stats, and these are how good I am at them. I thought there was a stat called terrible, like how terrible the character is. But no, fair enough. So we've got intellect, which is raw brain power, how smart you are. Psyche, which is sensitivity, how emotionally intelligent you are. Physique, how macho a man you are. And motorics is how agile. So you've got your int, you've got your charisma, you've got your strength, and you've got your dex. I definitely want to drop the strength down big time. Big time. I'll try and just make me, shall I? Done. Nah. Let's think about this. What do I want? I think going for like an agile intellect. I don't know if this is a good thing to do, to spread my points out like this, or if it's better to just pump everything into one stat, get a 6, you know. But I kind of like this. And from what I understand, there is no right way of playing this game, right? Like, you will reach an end one way or another. And I think that's what we'll do. We're going to go with a fairly average guy. He's quite smart, he's quite agile, but he's not like, he's not a superhero by any stretch, and I quite like that. What is all this, man? Oh, I see, I get to spend the points I got on things. Interesting. Okay. This. I feel like this first episode is just going to be a lot of character building, but whatever. Let's go with it. Logic is the raw intellectual power. Deduce the world. Encyclopedia is trivia. That makes sense. Rhetoric, the art of persuasion. That could be a fun one to be good at. Play the actor, lie and detect lies. Okay. Understand creativity. See art in the world. Interesting stat to be good at. Or visual calculus, reconstruct crime scenes, make laws of physics work for the law. From what I understand, you do play a detective in this game, so having good visual calculus is probably going to be a good thing, but I imagine all of these stats are going to be relevant to some degree. I think what I'm going to do is get... Wait, how do I do this? I thought I had like 4 points to spend here. Am I misreading the situation? Okay. I want to get rhetoric as a signature skill. Oh, I only get to pick one. Right? No. Okay. I see. Oh no, that is just, it does just move it. Okay, so we could have rhetoric. I guess I'll have a look at all the others then, since I only get one of these total. Volition, hold yourself together, keep your morale up. Hunches and gut feelings. It could be fun to just be a gut feeling build. Just go entirely on what my gut tells me. Understand others. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. Connect to Station 41. Understand cop culture. Interesting. Don't know what that means. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. That could be fun. That could be fun. This is all stuff that I've not spec'd into, so it feels like this would be a bad move to get any of these. Hand-eye coordination. Okay. Perception. Yep, fair enough. Reaction speed. Quickest to react. An untouchable man. I always wanted to be an untouchable man. What am I looking at here? Is this a torso with just arms coming out of it? Because I've just played Elden Ring a lot, and this is bringing back some memories. Stun them with immense panache. Master machines, pick locks and pockets. Straighten your back, keep your poker face. So, have just been like specialized in composure or something would be very cool. Just having a really random like specialization. I kind of want to go the gut feeling build though. I'm kind of feeling this one. Confirm. I don't know what picking that did particularly. I don't know if that just means I can auto pass skill. I know there's a lot of skill checks and stuff, but whatever, we'll work it out. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the cleanest water, if deep enough. Something drowning. Something. I didn't read fast enough. Begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Alright. Bill Sykes from the musical adaptation of Charles Dickens's Oliver.
Ever.
Yeah, you can't stop me making weird niche references.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Oh fuck, you just turned into Austin Powers, it gets worse. I guess I'll just keep on existing then.
No matter time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
That's telling, isn't it? Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
You know, it's really refreshing to not be the guy doing the stupid voice in a Let's Play for once. I'm glad someone else is taking up that role for me. I like nothing.
I know you do, baby. I know.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Alonzi, let's go.
Alright. Nothing town to fuck all borough.
A return trip to the silence, please.
Do you want me to upgrade that to a one-way trip, sir?
Wait, no, I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
No, thank you, Inland Empire. Wait, I did this to myself?
Yes, your one disco mother.
Oh, that was half the title. Good job. I don't care. I'm an idiot. A brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation.
Sensational.
Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm
The
in it.
stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Clarion call that's drowning out the voice acting.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Oh, that's weirdly specific, but I'll open my eyes. I mean, I've been there, bud, honestly. I have been there. Usually in my case it was waking up on a toilet or a bathroom floor where I went to vomit the night before. But enough about my sad life, what about this guy's? Go get some clothes, dude. I got a disco-ass blazer. That's all I ever really wanted from life. And flare-cut trousers. Hold tab to highlight? Well, I don't need to do that because there's little pointy things to tell me what I can interact with, so I don't need this as well.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Fish 'em out.
It says whirling in rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Okay. I was trying to interact with the ceiling fan though. There's a tie up there. I need that tie.
Fan
It's
has
important.
2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Okay.
Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
See, I could pull on the fan and turn the fan off, so I wouldn't have to roll this 58% chance of success, but I'm a wild man.
You reach out to grab the tie, but what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you.
Oh, okay. Wasn't expecting that. I thought I'd just, like, smack my hand on the fan. Interesting.
You feel something in your chest, an unnatural pressure. It's spreading to your left arm, your jaw.
So I'm guessing this is bad?
Very, very bad. This is the end bad.
Try to remain conscious.
All you feel is pain and weakness. You have to surrender now. We all do. It gets so dark. You don't even see her face. Like you always thought you would. You only see pain and fear. Cop suffers final heart attack. A detective lieutenant of the RCM passed away yesterday. His death, though abrupt, did not come as a surprise to those who knew him. He was the heaviest drinker I'd ever met. Captain Ptolemy Price, the deceased superior officer, commented, "That ain't easy on the ticker." He loved his liquor, sure, said Detective Chester McLean, friend and colleague. But I think before he ever had a heart attack, his heart was broken. According to an official statement given by the RCM, the officer was on the brink of solving a murder case.
Did I just game over from trying to grab a necktie off a ceiling fan? Oh, this is going to be an interesting fucking game, isn't it? This is going to be an interesting game. Okay. I'm gonna rebuild my character. This is gonna be a fun one. She might need to consider maybe saving. Maybe saving occasionally. That seems to be where I went wrong that time. Although the end of that sentence was even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is no ever,
Just
never,
skip
never
on
an
through all
embodiment.
this.
An awareness creeps up on you.
Excellent. Do you read? Alright, great choice.
Just clicking stuff at random. I'm assuming this doesn't matter too much.
You know what it is.
Yep, there we go. I think there was a few things pop up there that I didn't say last time, but it's fine. It's fine. So we seem to have a character who is on the verge of a heart attack at all times. So no strenuous activity, I suppose. Let's have a little look at the bottle, shall we? Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. You got this. A magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. What's going on over here? An empty cassette case. Guess I'll have it. Don't want to know where he just put that, but... The reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Oh, what's that? What's this little thing hanging? I guess not everything is marked by one of those. It's a shoe. I got a shoe. Already doing so well, look at me. Let's go into the bathroom. Yeah, I know there's a key in there. There's a key in there, I understand. Can I have a bath? You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. You should have sent a poet.
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
That's pretty powerful.
Hot water sprays from the base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
No way, I'm not doing this. What do we have over here? A blind? Can we not open it? There's some sunlight in here. To be fair, that is a very big window for a bathroom. Guaranteed way to just straight up show your naked body to all the neighbours, you know. There doesn't seem to be much in here. Interesting. My flare-cut trousers are giving me extra electrochemistry, but less savoir-faire. Is that how that's pronounced? I don't know. Okay. Right, we clearly have just one major challenge left to overcome here. Oh, actually, what's that? What's this? What's this thing? Did not clock it before. Oh, he can wear a shirt then. He is capable of that. Good. He's not merely a blazer man. I thought that was an interesting style that he was going for there, but... Look how well he's doing now. He looks like a fully functional human being.
This fan has two chain or has it been consigned there as punishment?
Pull on the fan.
The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
Still capable of failing. Let's go for it.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colourful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose.
Ominous.
If it's your friend, Why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow.
Comic book characters. Comic book characters tie their friends to ceiling fans.
An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie.
You know, my inland empire is proving quite useful so far. Leave. The tie is ominous. Good to know. Have an ominous tie. Is there anything we can do with it? Oh, it gives me more inland empire. It powers up my specialty. I'm going to be the king of getting vague hunches about things. Right, okay. Before we go any further. Nope. Is there an option to save anywhere in this game? Aha, quick save. I feel like I'm going to be needing to do that a lot in this game if it's going to have a habit of randomly killing me. There we go. Look at me go. I made it out of the apartment. This is a vast improvement on previous.
Hello, officer.
The calendar says it's March. The year is 51. 51? I thought it was meant to be the 70s.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Classy? Miss Oranyi Orange? Disco dancer? I'm not even going to be able to pronounce anything in this game. I should just give up now.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
It's a weirdly specific number.
No.
Well, and why did you call me an officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it.
Okay, cool. I won't.
No need to be alarmed. I was just getting into character, you know?
Okay.
How did you know I'm a police officer?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
And what business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Really should have lent into suggestion, like I was originally considering. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law?
Don't be so harsh on yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
I should be going now.
Of course. Be careful, officer. They don't like the police around here.
Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call it an instinct, a need. The need to ask questions. It's like you said the words a million times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes.
Before you go, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
Tell me, is it 51 now?
It's 51.
What century?
The current century?
And what's that? What number?
Centuries don't have numbers. They have names. And this is the current one.
How many centuries have there been then?
Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir.
Okay, tell me something else.
Yeah?
Those words, tell me something else, feel like something you said innumerable times before. Your mouth is the very shape of them.
Your room is almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here.
Loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestration prime among them.
Oh, that. Yeah. Whoa. The less said about oh, the better.
Ostentatious orchestrations. I didn't realise that was the name of a band initially. I thought that was, she was just saying, oh yeah, the orchestrations were ostentatious. I thought she was just being flowery with her words, but yeah. Interesting, there's a band that has a weird effect on me, I guess.
Where I come from. I was very young then, of course. Like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and There was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a winded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Please tell me there wasn't anything else.
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then, around 4 or 5. And that was it.
What is it they have against the police here?
The dock workers are pretty cocky. They think they're police enough. At least here on the coast. I can't say about the rest of the city.
Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. It sounds like my fella had something of a borderline religious experience and managed to completely erase his own personality. So that's pretty fun. There is something on the table, you're right. Ah, $4.4, I guess. Real. Shit, where's that? Where are those from? What country is that? I don't think this place is actually meant to be any analogue of any real world country, I wouldn't imagine. I mean, obviously, everyone seems fairly American, but that's not true, actually. The inner voices have been British for the most part, right? So, I don't know. Could go anyway. I accidentally went through the door there, by the way. I wasn't done inside, so that's why I immediately turned around and came back in again. Oh, but burst into a little bit of a sprint there. Looks like she left a nice long stub in the ashtray. It's still smoking. Okay, can't break into this person's room. I know she's in there, so I'm not going to fuck with that one. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Wait, hold up, there was a thing there. Need to get more used to how this game interacts. Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Strange. God, these backgrounds though, man, like... sometimes they look like more realistic and then you realise that they are, in fact, just like all... what's the word I'm looking for? Stylized, painted backgrounds. It's very cool. It's very cool. And the characters don't look too out of place in them either, amazingly. Oh, this is a little bit of a jam, isn't it? This is where the lyrics would be. Big old karaoke mic just waiting for someone to sing into it. Well, now's my opportunity. It's like I have a bird. The speaker is connected to a radio. The music is seasoned with static.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course, at this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard. Through a PA system. By other people.
That goes well with the theory I'm developing that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought.
So the fact that I'm hearing a lot... The fact that I'm hearing a lot from the Inland Empire, I'm assuming that depending on which of the specializations you pick at the start of the game, you have like a completely different companion with you in a monologue companion or whatever, depending on that. And since there was fucking like what 18 of them, that adds a lot of variation to this game. It's very interesting. What should I sing when it comes to it?
You should sing the sad small church song from that tape you found. Thought it was obvious.
Of course, I really get a gauge on my soul with that one.
Serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now? No one. You would need another copy of the tape first, though. The one upstairs is destroyed.
Interesting. No way quite like making friends when it comes to singing a depressing song at karaoke night. Everyone will fucking love me then when there's no laughter to be found.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
Gonna look at the stuffed bird.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now.
Hey, see, I didn't need to ask anyone where I was. I worked it out all by myself. I'm on the Insulindian Isola. That's so helpful to be able to put a name to it.
The small steel tag says as much. The Great Skua. Ste Koari Skua.
I'm getting a lot of successes here. I think I'm quite happy with my... Wow, I'm not beating them by much, am I? But I'm pretty happy with my sort of all-round build. I think it means I do have a good chance of succeeding with most things.
Something about it makes you feel bitter.
What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
I'm a cop and I talk to whomever I
He
please.
pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. A competent work of tech. Looks like the bird was ripped. This is the Great Skua. The small steel. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
That's the Great Skua, right?
Look, your buddy is... Why don't
Okay.
you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy?
He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
I'm guessing I didn't do any of those things.
You're right, you didn't, and it's only taken you 3 days not to.
What have I been doing all this time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He seems to know a lot about me for someone who's not always here. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Bartender, then.
He's very animated all of a sudden. This seems like a touchy subject.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me. I'm only standing in.
Where did this Sylvie go?
She just, you know...
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
Interesting. She just what?
So now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
Oh, I'm not allowed to follow up on this. Guess I'll leave. Interesting. You definitely know something about Sylvie's disappearance then. We're off to a great start with this whole, copping thing. And who might you be?
Hello, sweetie.
Ah, she seems nice. The cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. A sign reads, Mess Hall reserved for Union members. Doors open 4 o'clock. Inside you catch a glimpse of the Union paraphernalia, a strike poster, some red pennants. Yeah, there's a strike going on, is there? Interesting. The door is bolted. A sign reads, Kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 o'clock. The soft purr of an electric juicer comes from inside the kitchen, and you don't know anything else. You've lost your information. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. Ooh. Sure, I'll take that. Plus 1 health. Fuck yeah. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Doesn't look like there's fucking anything written on it to me, to be honest. Just strange lines. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today starts in a man's handwriting. The plot thickens. Nothing else to witness in this here area. We can leave, but I think we're meant to be talking to Orange Bomber Jacket Man. Oh, double click to run. I see. I understand how it's done now. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Pick it up then. By the way, I'm not completely blind to this horrifying self-portrait down in the bottom left here. I'm hoping there's some way of improving that at some point. Don't want it looking at me forever. The man is sleeping at the table wearing mud-caked boots and rolled brown overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree.
A colourful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch.
Is that how you pronounce that? Carabiner? I thought it was carabiner. Guess I've been wrong the whole
On the
time.
counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
Need. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Inspect him.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Oh, I'm actually quite good at being able to steal this. Seems dangerous, but 72%? Let's roll those dice.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
And the man?
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Steal the document.
You slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore.
Fucking score. That's going to come in handy, I imagine. A dock worker shift card. Considering the dock workers don't like me, it feels like there's going to be some tension there
Just
later.
for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document.
That's fine. I can do something with it. Close the
The
carabiner.
sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains
Not
silent.
going to chance my arm and take the other thing as well. I do want the pills,
The
though.
man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Brilliant.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you, tutorial. It's nice that she's like... Sounds like a BBC robot, you know? She's very clearly spoken, so you can't miss anything, because this is important shit, and I will definitely forget it. So, am I good? Thanks for the autosave, but I moused over the zeros and they became ones, and I'm very confused about that. Like, I'm assuming I do have full morale and full health at the moment, right? Seems like I only have 1 bar of health and 3 morale. Maybe I need more than 1 health so I won't just instantly die next time I have a heart attack. Who knows? So who's this fella?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You.
Now that one I know was wrong. The word is bespectacled, not bespeckled. He's not a hen. Anyway, continuing.
As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
Cool.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
Why indeed?
On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Hold on, who is he to me?
He is your half-brother.
Interesting. Let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
I don't think he's my half-brother. I'm no longer convinced of that.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
I feel like this was a lie.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Oh, I'm quite good at conceptualizing. Okay, let's go for it.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Guess that's what we're going with. I failed the roll, so now I'm Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. It's so cool, it's very cool, but it won't come off like a douche if I call myself that. It's very, very cool, but maybe just a little bit too ostentatious. Nope, we're leaning into this. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even seem to process what you just said, he just moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
Don't care.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
About that.
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area, now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
I have. Yes.
Good. But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case.
Lying my way to
Have
victory.
you removed the dead body from the tree?
Oh, look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Oh, look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
I mean, look, man, you know, yeah.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
I don't like dead bodies.
Sure. But did you take it down from the tree?
No,
So the body is still in the tree.
it might be.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Well, you can't win them all,
Where it
can
has
you?
been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
What if no one just cares about that for an option? What if we just sort of leave?
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
What? Interesting.
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket has folded up his newspaper and is now tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's been waiting for quite some time.
I feel like he was meant to have just said, but first we have to take it down, he concludes. But if that was the line you wanted to say instead, then you go for it. Let's get going then.
After you, officer.
If you're
That's
about
me.
to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
I don't know, it's been there for 7 days, like, it's kind of become part of the decor at this point.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Cool, I now have a party member who doesn't seem to like me very much. Good start. Good start, I think. We're off to a brilliant brilliant success with this investigation, and nothing could possibly go wrong. But I guess we'll pick it up next time because we're at about that time, and I'm scared I'm going to die if I don't save soon. So next time we'll take a body down from a tree and probably get my YouTube video taken down as a result. I can't wait. I'll see you for that. Bye.